We begin today in Ferguson, Missouri. This afternoon, the state's Governor Nixon declared a state of emergency that will last for 30 days. Nixon has also reportedly activated the National Guard. City officials have been bracing for possible violence in anticipation of a grand jury decision on whether or not to press charges against Darren Wilson. On August 9th, Wilson, a white police officer, shot and killed unarmed black teenager Michael Brown, sparking weeks of protests and heavy-handed actions on the part of police. Yesterday, protests surged again to mark the 100th day since Brown's death. Hundreds of people took to the streets of St. Louis, blocking major intersections in a peaceful demonstration. In another protest, dozens of residents staged a demonstration outside of a film festival, pretending to be shot in action like Brown was. To talk about that, I was joined earlier by RT correspondent Manuel Rapalo, who is on the ground in Ferguson. And I first asked him where this case stands 100 days later.
Well, right, Amira, like you said, it's been 100 days and there's still a lot of uncertainty over what this decision is going to be and when that decision is going to be made. We were mentioning, this grand jury is actually, there's been a lot of unique aspects to this jury. For example, there's been a lot of witness testimony, more than usual. And one thing that's really unique to this case is that grand juries don't tend to allow defendants to testify. But we know that Officer Darren Wilson did testify before this grand jury, which is also adding to some of the differences in opinion, differences in testimony that we're hearing. A lot of the eyewitnesses, many of whom didn't see the entirety of the events play out. Some are saying that Michael Brown had his hands up. Others say that he had his back turned toward the officer when he was shot. Others say that he was falling into the vehicle. Of course, Officer Wilson says that there was some sort of struggle before the shooting actually took place. So there's still a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of rumors. We now know that Governor Nixon has ordered a state of emergency that could last very well beyond those 30 days. He is within his constitutional rights to extend that beyond that time. But again, it's all rumors, a lot of speculation, and a lot of uncertainty. Amira?